What if I told you the NBA has already found its next superstar? Not in Los Angeles. Not in New York. Not even in Miami. He's in Minnesota. Just 24 years old, Anthony Edwards has become one of the most electrifying players on the planet. He's fearless, explosive, charismatic, and most importantly, he's winning. From jaw-dropping dunks to clutch playoff performances, Anthony Edwards isn't just a rising star anymore, he's becoming a problem for the entire NBA. And today, we're breaking down how a kid from Atlanta transformed into the future face of basketball. This is the story of Anthony Edwards. Before the highlights, before the All-Star appearances, before the world knew him as Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards was just a young kid growing up in Atlanta, Georgia. His journey wasn't easy. At a young age, Edwards faced unimaginable tragedy, losing both his mother and grandmother within months of each other. The loss could have broken him. Instead, it became fuel. Anthony chose to honor their memory every time he stepped on the basketball court. And from that point forward, basketball became his mission. What made Edwards different wasn't just his athleticism, it was his confidence. Even as a teenager, he carried himself like he belonged among the best. While many young players hoped to become stars, Anthony expected it. When Edwards arrived at the University of Georgia, expectations were sky high, and he delivered. Game after game, he showcased an NBA-ready skill set, powerful drives, elite athleticism, deep three-pointers, and highlight plays that left defenders embarrassed. Scouts quickly realized something special. Anthony Edwards wasn't just talented, he possessed superstar potential. His combination of size, strength, speed, and shot creation was incredibly rare. The NBA took notice, and in 2020, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Anthony Edwards with the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. New era had begun. But becoming a #1 pick doesn't guarantee success, and in fact, many top prospects fail under the pressure. Early in his NBA career, critics questioned everything. Could he become efficient? Could he lead a franchise? Could he live up to the hype? Anthony Edwards had one answer: work harder. Every season, he improved. His scoring increased. His defense improved. His decision-making became sharper, and slowly, the league began to realize something. This wasn't another talented young player. This was a future superstar developing right before our eyes. Then came the highlights, the monster dunks, the game winners, the viral moments. Anthony Edwards became must-watch television. And suddenly, the doubters became believers. The turning point came in the playoffs, because regular season greatness is impressive, but playoff greatness changes everything. When the lights got brighter, Anthony Edwards got better. He attacked elite defenders, he embraced pressure, welcomed the biggest moments. While other young stars looked nervous, Edwards looked comfortable, almost like he was built for this stage. Fans saw a player who refused to back down. Whether facing MVPs, All-Stars, or championship contenders, Anthony played with the same mentality, no fear, no hesitation. Just confidence. And that's what separates stars from superstars. The ability to perform when everything is on the line. Anthony Edwards showed the basketball world that he wasn't waiting for the future. The future had already arrived. Part of Anthony Edwards' popularity comes from his game, but another part comes from his personality. He's authentic, funny, confident, and completely unfiltered. In an era where many athletes carefully manage every word, Edwards simply says what's on his mind. Fans love it. Teammates love it. Even opponents respect it. His interviews regularly go viral. His reactions become memes. His confidence becomes headlines. But unlike some players who talk big, Anthony backs it up every time he steps on the court. And that's why so many fans believe he could become the next global NBA icon. Because greatness isn't just about statistics, it's about presence. And Anthony Edwards has plenty of it. The NBA is entering a new generation. Legends like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant won't play forever. Eventually, someone has to carry the league forward. Many players are competing for that title. But Anthony Edwards might have the strongest case. He has the talent, he has the charisma, has the competitive fire. And perhaps most importantly, he loves the spotlight. Some players avoid pressure. Anthony Edwards runs toward it. He wants the biggest stage, the biggest games, the biggest moments. And history shows that the NBA's biggest stars often share one trait. They embrace greatness instead of fearing it. That's exactly what Anthony Edwards is doing. So here's the question. Are we watching the rise of the next face of the NBA? A player capable of leading a franchise to championships? A superstar who could dominate the league for the next decade? Or maybe something even bigger? Because Anthony Edwards isn't trying to become the next anyone. He's not trying to be the next Michael Jordan. He's not trying to be the next LeBron. He's not trying to be the next Kobe. He's trying to be the first Anthony Edwards. And if his journey continues at this pace, the rest of the NBA should be very worried. Because Ant-Man is only getting started. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Can Anthony Edwards become the face of the NBA? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.